So I get halfway downstairs. I see my mama and my nana, but my mama is holding the bag that I done stashed in the garbage can with the wood. So I had to stay up. It's like I stopped in my tracks, like, oh, I couldn't believe it. I didn't even finish coming down the stairs. She was like, "You busted, buddy. Living room now." And I came down the stairs. My face was on the ground. Okay, I'm talking. I had to pick. My face was on the ground because I was so like shocked. Like, what made I want to go in? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so shocked. So I start coming down. She like, "Marky, where are you?" He coming up the stairs slowly but surely, and he like, "What's wrong?" He like, "Yeah, come." So as soon as he come upstairs, he see the bag. She say, "Yep," because you know what? Y'all want to keep playing with me. Y'all just thought I wasn't gonna find out. So my nana sit down and she lit up a cigarette. And she got to smoking and she ain't say nothing. She was just giving us like crazy face effects. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not expressions, but effects. She was giving like this look like, you really, like, y'all really testing it. You know what I'm saying? So my mama said, "You know what? I've been asking and asking and asking. Is there anything y'all need to tell me? And y'all just want to keep on playing me like I'm crazy. I'm going to know and find out anything that I'm supposed to know, even if y'all don't even tell me." Now, you know what's funny? That I believe whatever's in this bag is still belong to that boy. I could be wrong, but I know I'm not. I know I'm not. Because how did y'all get that? And I said, "What is it?" She said, "You know what, Rody Doty? I'm going to spare you this time. Because I know you don't register. If you respond that I don't want to hear, I'm going to sock you in the mouth. How about that? How about that? I'm going to bop you right in the mouth or in your head. You understand me? Because I've been asking you, did you know anything about a bag?" I say, "But we gave him his bag." She say, you really trying me. You really trying. Say something else. Did I ask you any questions? Say something else. So Mark just looking. And so I looked at Mark. She said, "I don't want y'all looking at each other. All you hear is front door now opening. It's my dad. My dad is coming in and he's looking. He just coming fresh off work. He's looking and he's like, "What's wrong?" She said, "Al, look at this." He like, "What's that?" She said, "Some good." He like, "How they get that?" She said, "That's what I'm trying to figure out, Al. You know what's funny? Boo Man tells me yesterday he wanted marshmallows for today. He wanted to roast some marshmallow. At first I told him no. But I would get up while they all at school, supposed to be learning, being a regular teenager, don't know how to be a regular teenager, supposed to be being a regular teenager, want to be so grown so fast and don't know what to do, just rebel without a clues. And we just look and she just pop it off, right? So I'm just like, what? So she ends up explaining how she finds the bag. She says, "So I got the wood together," and I'm like, "I'm going on ahead and surprise Boo Man so he can come outside. It's nights out. So he can go on ahead and roast him some marshmallows." So Al, soon as I open up it ain't at the bottom. Soon as I open it up, Al, and grab one wood, there go a bag. And I'm like, okay, it ain't a regular plastic bag because this bag is filled. She said, I open it up. It's a whole bunch of, well, we all know, gas, Zaza, loud. So she was like, I was just wondering, how did this mysteriously get in the garbage can? Like if it's just hiding from us. It's just hide. So I want to know, I know I didn't put it there. She said, Al, did you put it there? He like, no, why would I put that there? She said, oh, I know. I just want to ask questions because I know my brain. I know they think that I just don't think. They think I don't use my brain. They just think that they doing whatever they want to do and I don't know what they doing. Ma, you ain't been here that long. Ma, you put it in. Caleb, get down here now. Now she's making the show. She said, I should call Bethlehem over here right now and tell that boy Roy to come over here and make y'all scrap it out because this boy been telling me that y'all had the bag. Then y'all want to. So how did that bag get over there by Bethlehem? Now she's questioning, right? Now we already talked about how that bag possibly got there. But I had already kind of curved her and told her that Beth put the bag there. So I looked, I said, but she said, Rody Doty, if you're going to speak, you better tell me nothing but the truth. And it better make sense. It better make sense. Because if it don't make sense and I got to say, huh, or what you said, or even to me it don't make sense, I'm going to punch you in the mouth. You got that? I'm going to bop you. You got it? So I was like, yes, I got it. And so Mark looked at me. Mark like, but Ma, it ain't our fault. She said, Marky, how did the bag get in the garbage? Where the wood at? Y'all not asking me. Y'all not answering me the way that I'm asking you right now. Now, the way she was asking, okay, was very aggressive. So we was answering very aggressive. And she didn't like that. So she told us to lower our tone because Mark started responding like, but we didn't do nothing. She said, Mark, how did the bag get in the garbage can? So I said, but Mom, I don't. Boom. She socks me right in the mouth. So my dad is looking. He don't say nothing. My nana say, you know what? Squat until we ask you a question. So I look because she didn't say who to squat. So my mama said, you don't hear my mama talking to you. And she pushed me down. Now here's the deal. She not asking me the way she's talking to me. Like we are very big in the household there. Like don't talk at me, talk to me. So I did. I felt like I ain't got to listen to you. I can't even call you Nana. My mama grabbed my shoulder and pushed us. Look, pushed me down. She grabbed my shoulder and pushed my shoulders down. She said, you heard what my mama said. So now I'm squatting. My nana said, and extend your arms. So I look at her and I extend my arms. Now tears are dropping. Tears are dropping down my eyes. So she say, now, how did the bag get in the garbage can? So all of a sudden, Caleb comes down. My mama been called Caleb. Caleb said, did you call me? She said, Boo Man, did you put this bag? She picked up the bag. Did you put this bag in the garbage can? He like, what is that? He like, ew, I would never touch the garbage. I don't even take out my own garbage in my room. She said, that's all I wanted to know. Now it's just y'all two. Rody Dody. And I looked and I'm squatting with my arms out. She say, did you put this bag in the garbage? I looked at her and I said, yes, I did. And when I said, yes, I did, and I was squatting, all I was introduced with was with her foot, with her shoes on. She kicked me. I fell out the stands fast. Boom, on my back. She say, now I've been asking you. And I tried to get up. She say, you better not get up. I've been asking you. Where was the bag? How did that bag get over there? And I looked again at her and I was just spilling it all out. She said, you know what? You back on punishment. I don't trust you. She said, I asked you numerous of times. Numerous of times. And I was looking at Mark and then my mom goes to get ready to hit me, strike me again. And Mark was like, Mom, no. He was like, I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. She said, you know what? Al, they want to play with me. They want to play with me. I want to know the truth right now. How did this bag get in my garbage? So I'm crying and I'm just like on the floor, like crying. And my nana stands up. So my mama say, get up now. So I get up. She said, cause I'm gonna hurt both of y'all. I don't mind hurting both of y'all. So my dad like, you know, man, calm down. Let's hear what Marky got to say. So Mark was like, all right, he left the bag on the bus. We pulled off. He like, I grabbed the bag. And when I opened up the bag, I saw it was another bag. He like, and then I took it. He like, and put it in my book bag. He like, but the boy, he caught the bus on the next stop and he came looking for his bag when we got caught at the red light. He was like, but I was the only one back there. My mama like, keep going. Don't stop. So he was like, yeah, and me and him got into it. He just said he assumed that I had it, but he didn't know for sure. He was like, and that's how it started. So my mama saying, and the bag over there with Beth. So Mark, look, he like, I came in the house and I split it. She said, and what you was planning on doing with it? He was like, I don't know. She said, yes, you do. You know everything else. Now you don't know. So I was looking like I wanted to like dab it in the field, but right? I'm going to let him, because this was originally his fault, right? So my mama like, so I'm going to make sure this boy get his bag back. I'm going to go over there to Beth and make sure that Beth reach out to him so I can get him his bag back. She said, I can't believe y'all. She said, Mark, strip. So he say, huh? She say, strip. So my dad say, May, no. She say, no, Al. He gonna strip. Because you know what? He think that everything is a joke. And Rody Dody, next time I ask you something, you better tell me the truth. Because next time, he ain't gonna be able to help you. So I was like, I'm sorry, Mom. She said, yeah, you sorry because you supposed to be the big brother. She said, matter of fact, you're on punishment. Give yourself a month. I said, but Mom, I got a game today. She said, well, you ain't going to be making no game. I said, but Mom, it's not even my fault. She said, Mom, it's not even my fault. What about when I asked you? You had every ample opportunity to come to me. She's telling me I had an opportunity. Every ample amount of opportunity to come to her. But when I come to her, she still acts the same. No matter what, she's still going to pop off. So now I'm devastated. I'm crying because I was just on the road. I was on the street. She said, you could go to work, school, home. Work, school, home. I don't want to hear about no game. You ain't playing no game. You ain't in no basketball team. Matter of fact, I come up to the school and let them know you ain't playing on no team. You get that? So I was looking, and it was just like, it felt like she just wanted to hurt me. So now I was upset. So my brother, Mark, he was just like, Mom, it's my fault. It's all my fault. It's not Rody Doty's fault. It's all my fault. She said, you sure you want to take the heat for this? Because I'm already about to skin you alive. It gets no better than that, Marky. You sure? It's all your fault. Rody Doty ain't had nothing to do with it. Even though Rody Doty had every chance to tell me the truth when I've been sitting up here looking crazy, talking to him blue in the face, losing air. So I'm just looking at her, right, just stunned. She said, you know what, Rody Doty? You're not going to make it to this game today. You're not playing the game today. So you can call up there and let your coach know. So I looked at her, I said, okay. She said, now get out of my face. Get out of my face before I end up skinning you alive. So now I goes upstairs, and all of a sudden I hear Marky, Mama, no! Watch out. She like, you keep playing with me. So now I can hear. He's screaming for dear life. Boom. After that situation is over, I'm in the room and I'm looking at the time, and I'm like, man, it's almost 6, right? This is when practice coming. So now my mama is in the back in the bar. So I'm like, you know what? This probably gave her enough time to calm down. I'm finna go out there in the back. So I go in the back. It's just her and my nana. My dad is in the room. I go in the back and I'm like, Mom. She like, why are you outside? You shouldn't be smelling no fresh air. You should be smelling nothing but the 4 walls. I'm like, I'm sorry. She said, why you just can't do the right thing? So my nana like, why you just couldn't tell the truth? So I'm looking at my nana like, she just making it worse. Nobody really wanted to talk to her. It's just like, for me, she just was never on my side. So I just was never a big fan of her. So my mama like, you're not gonna go to that game because I know that's what you're coming out here for. She already knew it. I'm like, but Mom, please. I'm like, I've been making good grades. I'm like, I've been going to school. I ain't been getting in trouble. I'm like, and I'm working. She say, and what else you been doing? Not telling me the truth, right? When I ask you a question. So you think I'm gonna go on ahead and give you an award? You think you finna go out? No. Now get out of my face. Don't ask me no more about no game. Don't until I tell you. Don't ask me. No, you cannot. All I want to do is see you in your room. I said, okay. She like, yeah, you look crazy right now. Please stop crying. That's all you do. You cry. So now she hurting my feelings. So now me crying went to me being angry. I go upstairs. Boom. I'm like, man, I really want to go to this game, right? So I go to my dad, right? I'm like, Dad, can I talk to you? He's like, yeah, come here, come sit in the bed. I'm like, I got a game today. He's like, yeah. I'm like, but Mom said I can't go. He's like, and why she say you can't go? I'm like, because I didn't tell on Marky. I'm like, but he's my brother. What I supposed to do? Why do I got to take the heat for it? Why he can't? Now I'm explaining. Because I felt like it was more easier with talking to my pops. So I talked to him. So he said, when is the game over? I'm like, I don't know, 9. He like, okay. He like, get dressed. I'm going to drop you off. I'm like, wait, I can play? He like, yeah. He like, go get dressed. I'm like, yes. So I go get dressed. I'm geeked. My dad is already out there in the car. My mom don't come in. I get dressed. I got on my basketball uniform. Boom. I get in the car. My dad is driving. I'm like, the game starts at 7. He like, okay. He like, I make sure that I pick you up, okay? He like, if you get out of the game before 9, he like, call and let me know. Call my cell phone. I said, okay, cool. I ain't thinking nothing of it. I make it to the school. The game have kind of already started, right? They're already on tip-off. So the coach looking at me like, I'm like, oh, sorry, coach. So I sit down. So Brianna looking at me and I'm like, she waved at me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? She was looking baddie too and a little chilly. Man, you just don't know y'all. But So boom. So the coach like, what took you? Why you wasn't at practice? I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it was a little late. Something happened. He like, all right. He like, we're gonna put you in when we call for the next time out. I'm like, okay. He like, look, we got to be ready for this team. He like, they haven't lost the game yet. I'm like, all right, cool. So now my mind is on the game. You feel me? We finna be popping, baby. So boom, he put me in the game. I'm ready. I'm letting off some steam. I'm cacking it. It's a very close game. We end up winning by 1 point, right? Boom. So as I'm grabbing my stuff and letting the coach know, you know what I'm saying, I'm leaving. He like, look, we're going to go out for pizza tomorrow. So if you want to come, he like, you're more than welcome to come. I'll see, coach. He like, you did really good. He like, keep it up. He like, I can see you just being he's telling me like, I could just be the star player. I'm like, oh, that'd be good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know at the time, I didn't know what a star player was. I just thought, you know what I'm saying, as long as I'm playing, starting, you know what I'm saying, with the team, but you gonna call me a star player. I was loving it. So I felt pretty good and everybody's starting to like me, you know what I'm saying, there. So boom. Brianna see me. She was like, good game. I'm like, you look good. She like, no, I don't. I'm like, yes, you do. So I started to put my arms around her neck. So I go to grab her and I pull her in, right? I pull her in. As I'm pulling her in, I see Yo-Yo coming in the inside, right? Whole time, Yo-Yo was there at the game. Even though we was mad at each other, I did invite her to the game before we got mad at each other. So she still came to support me, but it threw me. So she saw that and she just looked at me and she was like, wow, and walked off. I'm like, wow, I couldn't believe it. It was like deja vu, like it happened double time. I didn't even know. I thought she was done with me. So this time I didn't chase her. So Brianna looked at me like, I know you want to go follow. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go follow. I'm like, I just need to go. I'm like, my dad probably already out there. I'm like, what time it is? She like 8:55. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, all right. And I kissed on the cheek. She like, that's it? She like, no, give me them lips. Boom. She kissed me on the lips again. So we're getting ready to walk out, but Brianna is behind me. Yo-Yo is still out there and I see my dad. So Yo-Yo like, see, you playing those games. So as Brianna coming out, she like, oh, so y'all back together? This is what you really wanted to do? I'm telling you already, Roshan never really wanted you. Now they about to argue, so my dad gets out the car.